But if the watchman see the sword come, and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if any person is taken from among them, he is taken in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. So thou, O son of man, Maxwell Nnawuihe, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth, and warn them from me. Ezekiel 33 from verse 6 to 7. Therefore, Lord, use this very earthen vessel of immeasurable value to reach out to your people once again via this video. Every one of them that is exposed, everyone across the length and breadth of this contraption that is called Nigeria, who are vulnerable and exposed to the conquering intentions of the expansionists, deliver your people. I pray and I come against every vestige of political and societal or religious or tribal deposits in the ears of your people that have been making it very difficult for them to hear you, to hear your voice. Those vestiges, shake off their ears. Guide your people into obedience, that they may obey and live. In the name of Yeshua, I pray. Amen. I want to say welcome. If you are coming across my video for the very first time, I welcome you. And I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you, regardless of where you are watching from. I am Pst Maxwell Nnawuihe, the senior pastor of God's Praise International, the appointed place. And I'm reaching you from Port Harcourt in Nigeria, precisely the blessed land of Biafra. You heard the trumpet. You heard the trumpet that ushered us into this very presentation or message today. That is what I've been doing. That is the mandate the Lord has given to me, amongst other mandates that God has given to me. You remember the prophecies I gave barely 2 weeks ago? You remember the 5 prophecies I released on the 14th of April about Biafra, about Nigeria, about security, about the assignment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, about the former president of Nigeria, His Excellency Dr. Goodluck Ebele Azikiwe Jonathan, about closing the exit doors in IPOB. Are you remembering the prophecies? Look at the screen. Look at the screen. And I want some of you to go back to the prophecy because they are manifesting accurately. They are manifesting accurately. You remember the first one that talks about secret preparation for action. I told you that men are kitting up, men are putting on their gears, preparing for action, secret preparation for action. That was the very first prophecy, and you can see it manifesting. Barely 1 week, I released that very prophecy. There was the floating or the formation of the Ibubago security network by the southeastern governors. They floated an outfit, security outfit. Ibubago, that's what they tagged it. Ibubago security outfit. Are you following up now? Now, 2 or 3 days ago, today is the 26th of April. 2 or 3 days ago, it is all over the news that Ikonso, who happened to be the commander of the Eastern Security Network, ESN, Imo State, was murdered alongside 6 others, according to what I heard. Are you following up? The secret preparation for action. Are you really following up the prophecy? Look at the prophecy right there, looking at you on the screen. Is there? Those of you that are often given to doubting every genuine prophecy that comes out of my mouth, look at it. As always, it is manifesting. As always. This is not the end of the manifestation of that very number 1 prophecy, because Isaiah chapter 44 verse 26, it says, I confirm the word of my servant and I perform the counsel of my messenger. I will not do anything without telling my servant the prophet. Listen to me very carefully. I have other prophecies I'm going to release in this video. There are other important and very critical prophecies I'm going to release in this video, but I want to guide you and I want to remind you, go back to that prophecy and take note. This is not the full manifestation of that very number 1 prophecy, preparation for action. It's happening already and you can see it. I believe you're not going to doubt me anymore. I believe that some of you, when next you see my video, you are not going to doubt anymore. Because every prophecy that comes out of this mouth must surely come to pass. Why? Because I am the echo chamber of the voice of God, and I say only what God has asked me to say. The second prophecy I gave was the assignment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are you also following up? Are you seeing what is going on now? Are you following up? I told you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is on an assignment. That there's another assignment that has been given to him within the assignment that God has given to him, ready to take us into the promised land. And I told you that the world are waiting to see him. They are waiting eagerly to see him. And I heard a voice that said, you will see him in a new week. It was not up to 1 week. 1 week plus, let me just say 1 week plus, there was discussion in the corridors of power in Britain, in the United Kingdom, to do what? To give asylum to persecuted IPOB members and MASOB members, to give them asylum, to give them asylum. That is barely 2 weeks. I gave that prophecy that men are waiting to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that you will see him in a new week. I wouldn't want to go into details because look at the video on the screen. It has all the details that you need. But I'm saying this to guide some of you who are watching my video for the very first time, and also reminding those that saw the video and dismissed it with a wave of hand as always. Whether you support, whether you agree, whether you believe, whether you appreciate the prophecy or not, it doesn't stop any genuine prophecy from coming to manifestation. The third prophecy that I gave in that very video has to do with the remaining 1 year plus of the countdown to the 7 years of Biafra restoration, based on the prophecy I gave almost 6 years ago. Are you also following that one up? Are you following it up? The fourth prophecy I gave was about plans to assassinate the former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Ebele Azikiwe Jonathan. Are you following up that very prophecy? Are you? The last one happened to do with closing the exit doors in IPOB. Are you also following up that very prophecy? Follow up all other prophecies I've released, all of them. I know that some of you are watching. Some of you have met me one-on-one. You are watching right now. So I'm trying to remind everyone to follow up the prophecies because they must surely come to manifestation. I've been given prophecies all the way from 2007. And every prophecy I've released has come to pass. There are two major things that could hinder or delay my prophecies from coming to manifestation. Number one, if the appointed time has not come, then the prophecy will be waiting for the appointed time. According to Habakkuk chapter 2, it says that the vision is for an appointed time. When it is time, it will speak and not lie. My prophecies have never lied. They don't lie. Because before ever I open up my mouth and say, this is what God said, I don't just come out and give prophecy. Those of them that know me, they can attest to that very fact. In our church, the same. God has done a lot of things. I am not just online pastor. I am not YouTube pastor. I am not a Facebook pastor. I have a congregation that I lead by the special grace of God. And miracles has been taking place in that very place. Miracles. God has been doing wonderful things. How many people have traveled outside the country as a result of my prophetic ministrations in our church? How many? How many barren women have received the fruit of the womb? Some 1, 2, 3. How many? What about healing? How many? And the list goes on and on. I want those of you that have been hearing my prophecy, that have been following me for a good number of years now, go back to the archives. Go and check any of my prophecies that have not come to manifestation. Go and check and tell me the ones that have not come to manifestation. If they have not come to manifestation, they're waiting for the appointed time. And when that very time comes, you will see it. Whether you believe it or not, you will see it come to manifestation. Because the mark of a prophet is that whatever he says comes to pass. Now listen to me very carefully. As I said, I have prophecy to release right now. This is outside my schedule. I never planned to release a video today. But as a servant, I have to obey he that called me. Listen. I am now talking about the National Assembly of Nigeria. That is where this prophecy is coming to. The National Assembly of Nigeria. The lawmakers, the parliamentarians. I saw 7 dead. I am talking about the National Assembly of Nigeria. The rep, the Senate. 7 dead. 7 dead. 2 on crutches. 2 on stroke. 7 dead, 2 on crutches, 2 on stroke. These happen to be those of them, the lawmakers that said that no matter what anybody do or say, that even if Nigeria is literally engulfed with fire, that they can never leave Nigeria, that nobody will leave this country. Those happen to be the victims, as I saw in this prophecy. 7 dead, 2 on stroke, 2 on crutches. And I saw the Senate go on an emergency recess. I saw them go on an emergency recess. These lawmakers that said nothing will break Nigeria, nothing will make anybody to leave Nigeria. Biafrans, they are talking nonsense. Do what people, they are stupid. Middle Beltans or Niger Deltans, anybody agitating for independence or referendum, that they are all talking rubbish. That nobody will leave Nigeria, because they are direct beneficiaries of this very collapsed system, this very irredeemable system that is called Nigeria. And they say nobody will leave. All of us will be here so that they continue to amass wealth. But I saw their dead bodies leaving Nigeria into their graves, leaving Nigeria into their graves, except the change, except as I'm talking right now, except the change, and begin to go into dialogue and negotiations for referendum, so that those who want to leave Nigeria, after all of us were not one before. No, we were never one before. Historically, we were not one before. Amalgamation has expired. I am not going into details. I'm focusing on this prophecy now. Except they begin to put mechanisms in place. They begin to set up committees and go into dialogue and negotiations for referendum, so that the indigenous peoples that want to leave, the Biafrans, will do the ones, and the rest of them that want to leave peacefully, without without firing a single shot, can do so peacefully, accept the change, and begin to discuss for referendum. If not, 7 dead, 2 on stroke, 2 on crutches. That's how it's going to be. And you can doubt, you can suppress the post, Facebook. You can go ahead. All that means that are busy suppressing the truth. Anywhere you see the truth, you suppress it. Go ahead and suppress this one. Look at all the videos I've released. Look at all of them. Whether you suppress it or not, the truth must surely come to manifestation. The prophecies must surely come to manifestation. You cannot suppress prophecy that is coming from heaven above. You cannot, except it is man-made, except it is mechanical, like some of all of them gallivanting everywhere, putting on the cloak of a prophet, shouting up and down, yet they cannot speak boldly against the ills in the society. Some of my videos on Facebook that has about 107,000 views, other messages some 30-something thousand views, others some 15,000 views, 18,000, 10,000, 5,000 views, like that. They began to notice that I've been preaching the truth. They now decided to take it upon themselves to make sure that none of my posts, none of my video, none of my content sees the light of the day on Facebook. And they have been doing it. When you look at some of my content on my posts or my videos, the recent ones, you see 100 people view, 100 view, or you see 400. You don't know it is up to 10,000, 15,000, or 20,000. You wouldn't know. They're busy suppressing it. So that when you look at it, you see only 400 views or 200 views. How many people are watching it? But you forgot that the previous ones I released has greater number, runs into thousands. 100 and something thousand, 50,000, 30,000, 40,000, 15,000, 10,000, thereabout. Just to create a false impression. That is why I am actively on YouTube. Facebook will not come to YouTube to suppress this very video. They can't do it. They are suppressing it that the people will not see the truth, will not hear the truth, will not embrace the truth, to continue to perpetuate the slavery and the entanglement of the rights of the people that found themselves in this very contraption that is called Nigeria. But I want to urge you, don't allow them to prevail. The only way you can do that is share this video, share it anywhere you come across it. Even the 5 prophecies I released barely 2 weeks ago, when you find it on my YouTube channel, share it. You are not promoting me. You are promoting the work of God. You are promoting truth. You are a champion and a campaigner of freedom, truth, fairness, and justice. That's who you are. Don't allow the devil to deceive you. Don't allow anybody to convince you not to share this post, not to share the video, not to share the content I publish on Facebook, anywhere you find them, because I will always represent the will and the mind of God in this very mandate has given to me. Now, I have given the first set of prophecy about the National Assembly of Nigeria. There is a rep and the Senate. The last is Senator Enyinnaya Abaribe. Senator Enyinnaya Abaribe. I saw stroke, poisoning, and death. I am talking about Senator Enyinnaya Abaribe. He's a serving senator. Stroke, poisoning, and death. He's a major target. If you are his pastor, his spiritual leader or advisor, whoever you are to him, a close relation, a family member, if he represents your constituency, whoever you are, however you are related or connected to him, please pray for him, guide him, reach out to him. And I believe that God is going to protect him and preserve his life. I have come to the end of this very prophecy. Remember, as always, the mark of a prophet is that whatever he says comes to manifestation. I don't even have the time to always stand before camera talking. I have numerous and very myriad of responsibilities and activities to carry out as a senior pastor of a church and also as a leader of different groups. I don't have that time. Please help and spread the news and the information. And as you do this, that hand you are using to share this very video, to like, comment, share. You like it because you like the truth. You are sharing it because you want freedom for people. You want people to be delivered and then we are restored back to our land of Biafra. That's why you are sharing it. That's why you are liking, commenting. I pray that those your hands will never lack anything good. In the name of Yeshua, I have prayed. Amen. I remember Pst Maxwell Nnawuihe. God bless you.